Hi, and welcome to episode 4 of Cyberpunch, Ground Punch's one and only Cyberpunk 2020 role-playing game podcast. I'm Sam, and today we're joined by a skeleton crew of players, starting on the left with John.
Johnathan?
Oh, it's an audio medium. Johnathan.
Hello.
And Gelson.
Yo.
And,
Frog.
we are in the thick of things right now, I guess, with kind of where you guys left off last time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The 70th floor of Dynalar Tower. Everybody in the game was either captured or surrendered to the security, except for Johnathan, who was hiding away in the security room so far undetected. And I think that's probably where we're going to pick up. We're probably going to pick up with you.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
And try to figure out where you go from here.
Just remember, this is all your fault.
And also, I just want to, right at the top of the show, I do want to quickly give a heads up that this episode will probably have a fair bit of table talk in it. We're probably going to be doing some stuff with character sheets a little later. So if you're not into that, sorry. But it's the way this one's probably going to go. So, yeah, all right. With that said, Johnathan, you are in the security room. You have heard and seen some things through the security monitors you've got there. You know your friends are in trouble. What do?
Oh goodness. Wait. Okay. So give me I guess I'll just worry about the two of them in this moment. But where are they?
You don't have much of an idea of where Kelson is.
I just kind of saw everything happening at once. Right?
Yeah. The area he was in didn't even have as much as far as like the security monitors are concerned. Like you didn't actually see as much there.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was kind of the private executive area. John, you saw the whole thing. You saw him go into the stairwell and fire his gun off and try to.
I didn't get to fire my gun off.
Try to fire his gun off.
Shot.
Get shot in the shoulder and taken down. And now you've seen since then the guards flipped him onto his back, cuffed him, and despite his protests, have begun to escort him down the hall, kind of coming towards where you are right now.
I feel like the best. And just to make sure, I'm still like really beat up, right? Like I still look pretty rough.
You still look pretty rough on account of the fact that John punched you in the face.
Well, so, and all my clothes are still covered in blood.
And the blood from the guy John shot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And there is a somewhat bullet wound on my leg, I think too.
Minor one.
I kind of want to just wait. Like, I kind of want to lay down on the floor like I'm very injured. If they're coming to me, I don't want to rush out there. I guess I'll try and play the victim as much as I can. I mean, there's 2 dead guards in the bathroom, though. Like, what am I... But, sure.
So the way we're going to play this, considering that we are missing both Josh and Kevin's characters, is that we're going to assume that anything that happens to Kelson and John, who are captured, is also happening to the other two. Just going forward. So, Kelson, I believe it was you who ran into just the group of guards that were coming down. There was nobody with them. And so you surrendered to them, and that was where we left off. What happens next is very similar to what happens to John, sans the bullet wound. They flip you onto your back, cuff you, and bring you back down to that big room from earlier with that corporate desk that had Megyn Kelly's nameplate on it. And kind of just a few feet from the desk, they force you to your knees, and just one of them stands guard behind you with a gun to your head. And as you sit there, just a minute later, you see Josh escorted down the hallway he was originally exploring, and very similar situation, except that this time there's a woman standing with the guards. And actually, Kelson, maybe make me a quick check for awareness/notice.
It's D10.
Yep, D10, and then plus your awareness skill plus intelligence.
Alright, I rolled a 1. Oh no.
Alright, doesn't matter. You don't notice anything.
Way to go, Kevin.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
so not everyone can roll a 10 like you every time, John. Very suspiciously.
All right, so
help me at the end.
Rory continues to lay on the floor, and John is marched past where you are, Rory. You hear you've no doubt, not only because you have the security feed, although the one camera in the hallway has been shot, so you don't have that. What you do have is his screams of agony as he is brought right past you, and you hear the door to the office open and close, and you hear all these boots go by, and then nothing.
Do I have a read on where they took Cole? Do I have a camera into that room?
No, there were no cameras actually in that room.
Okay. Also, I imagine I'm like kind of like laying out on my chair, like partly on the ground, still watching the cameras. So they go past me though? They don't come in?
The guys that you're aware of don't come in, although you do see that there are a few standing by the elevator still as well.
I mean, it almost seems best to... Oh, what do you think, guys? I guess you're not there. Oh, goodness.
Can't help you. You got yourself into this.
All right, calm down. I will really sell it and call out help, like in a groan.
Okay.
Balls.
All right. You do that. And I guess you're probably still watching the feed, yeah? So you probably see the guys that were at the elevator. You obviously can't hear them, but you see a guy grab his shoulder, say something into the radio, and then two of them start walking down the hallway towards you, and then you lose vision, but you hear their boots coming closer.
I'm gonna hide my gun back into my leg.
Okay.
And I can hold his gun, right? I just can't shoot it. It's
the smart gun, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have that like in my hand, and I'll kind of throw my radio across the room just so it looks like I couldn't hear it or something.
Okay.
And I'll lay down on the floor and wait to see if anybody comes in.
Okay. They do. You hear those boots come up, and they call out, where are you? Who said that?
I'm in the security office. Please, they attacked us. I don't know what happened.
All right, persuasion check first of all. So, and in your case, I think that's going to be D10 plus. Do you have persuasion?
Yeah,
yes, you do. Yes, so.
This is one of those that it says 6 out of 7. What does that mean?
You're rolling with the 6.
Okay, so I'm rolling with a 6, so 14, 19.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you see two of these kind of black-clad SWAT-like guards kick open the doors, and they see the scene in the room with the guard lying bloody and you there.
Is the other dead guard still in there?
Oh wait, did you guys pull it out? I don't remember. Did you pull his body out?
We definitely pulled the first guy into the bathroom.
Yeah. I don't know if the second guy got pulled out. Did he?
I don't remember.
I think I was, or I was going to, but then.
I think shit might have hit the fan right before you.
Yeah, I don't think his body actually ended up getting taken out. All right, so yeah, they see that body, they see you there, and they the first guard immediately goes and begins radioing for medical evac. He says, "We got a man down in sector," and as he gets to the word sector, the other one grabs his shoulder and tells him, "Hold on a second," and says, "Sorry about this, but we're still going to need your security passcode."
Oh.
And I'm gonna cut away from you for a second, and now we see John. Or I'll just go character names. We see Marcus. We see Cole. We see. Oh man, I'm forgetting character names. We see Kevin and Josh's characters.
Vance.
Yes.
Vance and Marcus.
We see Vance and thank you so much.
And whatever
I
Kevin.
don't know what Kevin's.
I always forget Kevin's name too. It's because he's only been
Rupert.
here the one time. Rupert. Yeah. Let's restart from the top. We see Josh, John, Kevin, and Kelson all on their knees in front of this desk, and about I think probably a dozen of these security guys standing in the room, kind of forming a semicircle around you, all pointing their guns at you, along with the woman who turns to one of them and said, "There were supposed to be 6. Where's the other one?" All right, wait. No, am I bad at numbers? Oh, there's... She says, "There were supposed to be 5. Where's the other one?"
Minus James.
James doesn't... Yeah. He hasn't been here yet, so... And the guard she's talking to shrugs, and she goes, "Well, search the place." And he signals to about 5 of them, and they all march back out the double doors. And Johnathan, you hear those doors open. You hear those people coming as this scene with the other 2 is unfolding.
I look at my what? What? What are you talking about? I can't see straight. I can't hear. I think I've got a concussion. 3 or 4 of them. They came in here. They punched me in the face. They dragged one of us out. I don't know where he is. I don't know what's
One
going
more
on.
persuasion check, I think.
Okay, that'll be 2 lower than last time, so it's 17.
Okay. The first guard goes, I think he's telling the truth, man. Let's get him out of here. And the second one goes, shit, yeah, okay. I'm gonna take your word for it and believe that you're just having trouble remembering right now. Maybe they did something to your head. You look a little fucked up, but you better not be lying to me on this one, because I will make your life hell. I guarantee it if I find out you've been lying to me. And he,
I'm gonna act for 3 seconds like I lost consciousness and then came back. So just like a
okay.
as he's talking.
Okay, so one of them each picks you up by the arm on either side of you, and begins dragging you out, and you start they start taking you kind of down the hallway towards the elevator.
Okay, do we pass the other group of guards on our way?
You're kind of walking just a few feet behind them as they go room to room,
Okay.
clearing out the floor.
Okay. I am down. I'm still looking injured, but I'm not making a scene anymore.
Okay.
As I walk, I'm not moaning or anything.
Okay. All right.
And I'll just walk with them, I guess.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, you're probably just trying to fake limp. You're not even really faking it. Your leg is a little hurt, so you are just kind of
I'll be limping, and I'll have my head down.
Limping, trying to keep your head down. And the guard that you're with, one of them says to the guys in front of you, we got one injured here. We're taking him down to the med bay. Is that all right? And the guard who was leading that group, you don't know that obviously, but just for the sake of the description, the guy who was leading the other SWAT guys turns around and sees you, and he goes, hold on, we're still missing one of the why can't I think of the word? Oh my god, we're still missing one of the intruders. Just hold on 1 second. And he radios, and you see him reach for his radio and he says, "Can I get a description on that missing intruder from earlier?" And you hear a dispatch in there and go, hold on just 1 sec. And she then radios back about 30 seconds later with an almost perfect physical description of you.
Uh-huh.
It helps that you're wearing the disguise and that you're covered in blood.
Yeah.
But you immediately realize, and you kind of see it in the guy's eyes, that he's maybe putting 2 and 2 together. So he says, "Hey, can I see your ID there, Mr.
Kramer? Yeah, that's me.
You say, "Yeah, that's me."
Yeah. As if I'm having trouble remembering, as if I'm concussed. And I have his wallet. I have his ID.
You do.
So I guess I will present that.
So he says to the other guard,
But it doesn't look any. Is there anything without a picture of him on it, like his security card or something? Does it have a picture of him?
It does. It was a photo ID, but he hasn't asked you to pull that out yet. What he does say is he turns to the guards and he says, "Where'd you find him?" And the nicer guard, the one who was more willing to take you out, says, "We found him sprawled out in the security room. There was another guy there. He didn't make it. He called out help for us. I think he's telling the truth, boss." And the guy that's clearly in charge says, see, my improv skills are bad. I'm so fucking tired. The guy in charge says, doesn't matter. We gotta do our due diligence here. Miss Kelly is gonna be furious if he finds out that we let one slip away just because you were feeling sorry for someone. So I'm gonna need to see your ID there, Mr. Kramer.
Is there anything I can show him that won't immediately give me away that would satisfy him in that wallet?
Not as far as you know. I mean, you could try to do some shit where you maybe put your thumb over the photo, or like when you're holding it out, like.
Yeah, I was just making sure there wasn't any sort of content in there that I could give.
If you recall, just a little recall from last episode, the deal was that you were able to read an ID number off of these cards, but you were later asked for a security word that you did not know.
Yeah, and then I just acted like I got shot.
Yeah.
Do I look anything like Mr. Andrew Kramer, who's now dead in the bathroom?
If you were to squint really hard, maybe, but not enough that you're gonna pass as a body double.
I'm gonna show him the ID, but I'm gonna really, really insist that I keep it in my hand unless he just like rips it from me.
Okay.
And I'm going to, in my concussed state, just like shake my hand as I'm showing it to him.
Okay.
And see if that can help at all.
Okay. So, with your
really scrambling here.
With your hand like shaking.
Way farther than us.
With your hand shaking, you reach into your wallet and pull out this card, and you're bleeding a little bit even onto it. Like there's probably some blood in your hand that like maybe gets on the thing, and you show it to him, and he looks at it, and you do too. You kind of look down at your hand, and you see that actually some of this blood has kind of obscured the face a little bit.
Okay.
And the guard takes a look at it, steadies the print closely, but doesn't look too much at the photo, and nods. He's like, "All right, we'll check in on this guy later," and continues his search.
All right.
And with that done, the two guys that are holding you bring you towards the elevator, and they key in a button, and away you go. Back in the room with everyone else.
Oh God! Now what? Now I have to save everyone.
What about you're gonna shoot everybody? Pull Marcus. You got this.
Back in the room with everyone else. Things are a little tense. The woman with the guards kind of just stares at all of you for a little bit. She doesn't really say much. And then she kind of seems like she's getting impatient, waiting for the fifth person to be found. So she kind of says, well, actually, you know what? The first thing she does is she kind of leans into your face, Marcus. And she goes, "So where's your friend?" That's you, John.
Oh yeah, I forgot my own name. I don't know. I'm shot. That's all
I don't know. I'm shot. She puts her thumb on your bullet wound.
Oh.
And I'm going to say that the way this is going to work is you're going to roll a save. And if you fail it, you're going to involuntarily give her some information.
Okay, so what's the...
So make a D10.
What do I roll?
Make a D10 here.
It's taking forever to roll. Oh, 3.
Okay. So she presses down on it, and it is so painful, and you are just not really used to this kind of thing, that you kind of blurt out, "We left him in the security room."
Oh, what? That's okay.
Marcus.
I tried. Yeah, you really tried.
And this would be about at the same time that Rory has gotten into the elevator.
Okay.
And
So I just have to buy some time, man. I got this.
she just
I don't
reaches
really
for her
want to
radio and says, "Security room." And Johnathan, you hear that message come out of the radios of the two guys you're with, and
I do.
they both look at you right as the elevators to the med bay open, and the doors open. But before they have a chance to do anything, you lock eyes with the guy on your right, and suddenly there's a bullet in one of them. As you hear a little, and then a second one as the guy on your left gets shot in the head as well, and they both slump over dead.
I'm so excited.
And you see who's holding the gun on the other side, and it's a woman you've
Jason
never
Bourne.
seen before in your life.
What?
I mean, does she say? I'm not asking questions. If she does she say anything? Is she turning to move?
She
I'm with
doesn't
her.
say anything. She just reaches towards you and gestures like with like a come here, let's go.
I'm with it. I'm going. I'm
Okay.
going with her.
Okay. And you kind of start walking towards her. She reaches into a bag she's carrying around her shoulder and tosses you a silenced gun out of it.
Okay.
And
her gun was silenced.
yes, her gun was silenced.
Okay, a silenced gun. Great. I'll just write that down.
Yes.
I guess while she's talking, I will be like, "Who in the world are you? Thank you."
She says, "I'm one of the ones who's been watching over you, but I don't have time to explain any more than that. We need to leave now. Your friends are, I think they're probably dead, to be honest, and we're not going to join them. So we need to go now."
I just say like, "Got it," but I do have a question for the game master. Does it sound like the voice that answered the phone when I called, and it said "nice try"?
Make me I'm going to say for that'll be an awareness/notice again.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Awareness. I have that. So
Yeah, everyone has that skill.
Oh goodness. 21.
It does sound a little bit like her, yeah.
Okay.
You can't tell. The
I'd much
phone
like to
static
hear from
made it a little
one woman
tricky,
on the
but
phone. Yeah.
you definitely think this could be that person.
Okay. Interesting to know. What does she look like?
She has kind of red hair, bangs down to her shoulders. She's slender, probably looks about 28 to 35, we'll say, like somewhere kind of in that range. She's got like big hoop earrings for some reason. You're not really quite sure what that's about. It seems like maybe it's a little bit out of style these days, but nevertheless. But yeah, that's all you got so far. Like
Doesn't seem super inconspicuous.
well, so she is what she is wearing clothing wise is a standard Dynalar uniform from the shoulders down.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, but no body armor or anything like that. Like she looks like she's
Just,
dressed to blend in just like you guys are.
Yeah. Is there anything else going on in the med bay, or are we just running?
So basically, what this was just a hallway that was leading down to it. You don't know really where she's bringing you yet. She's just gestured for you to come.
I'm with her. I am following every move.
All right. And on the other end, where everyone else is, once again, we have this woman, and you hear radio chatter. You hear coming over the radio of all the guards in the room, the leader's voice, the leader of that's whatever you want to call it, SWAT team, and he says, "Shit, we just let them get into the elevator. They're headed down to the sick bay. We need all people on floor 45 to get ready to arrest him now. We want him brought up here as soon as possible." And the woman kind of looks satisfied to hear that, and she turns back to you guys and she says, "You have no idea how much trouble you're in. And so she kind of starts to pace back and forth. And she says, so here's the thing. Now that I've got you here, you're mine. I can do anything I want to you. And not just to you, to everyone you've ever loved, and to anyone they might know. You made a big fucking mistake coming here. But here's the good news. Hold on a second. I'll let her get through her little villain monologue here. But here's the good news. This doesn't have to be the end of the line for you. All you have to do is tell me who hacked our mainframe and who sent you here. That's all we need. Give us a name and a location and we'll let you go. You can go on living your life like nothing ever happened. Hell, man, you know what? We might even throw you some money. Why not, right?
Edward Snowden.
Just give us a name. Yeah, you say Edward Snowden?
It is a problem if you are going to tell the truth because I have the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't even know anything.
Yeah, we don't even know.
Yeah. So how am I going to respond? Well, she talked too long, so my little joke won't land because stupid villain just did monologue for so long. I just yawn.
You just yawn. I don't know if that's really what you'd... But okay, yeah. You might yawn and she leans right into you. And the guard standing behind you jams the muzzle of his rifle into your neck. And she goes, oh, is this a joke to you? All right, that's fine.
And then I blurt out, we don't know their names.
She says... Yeah, okay, I guess I shouldn't have expected you guys to just give me the information I want. But come on, let's not pretend like you don't know anything here. So she, I'm going to say that she points at one of the guards, probably the one behind Kevin. And she says, shoot him. And the guard reaches for his sidearm, doesn't use his rifle, and shoots Kevin in the kneecap.
Sucks to be Kevin.
And since he's not here, I won't make him roll for damage. But
I blurt out. Do you remember that thing? Because wait, do they still have paper in this time, right?
Yes, paper is not extinct.
Oh, sure. Especially in the future. We just got instructions on a piece of paper, and part of that was to burn it. So that's all we have. We don't know names. We don't know who sent us. We just knew that because of this, that they had dirt on us, and we had to do it, or else we were screwed either way.
She says, actually, you know what? No, do a persuasion check.
So D10 plus what?
That'll be D10 plus persuasion if you have it, plus intelligence.
I know it's going slow. Rolling's taking forever.
You don't have persuasion, though, so it'll just be D10 plus intelligence.
Where's my intelligence? So 14.
Okay. She says, bullshit. But you know what?
Got him.
If you want to play hard to get, that's fine. There are other ways we can get you to talk. I feel like, honestly, like, I don't really want to get blood over my carpet. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take you guys for a ride to the Thresher.
Wait,
see how you feel about that.
Can I cut her off when she talks about blood on the carpet?
Okay.
And say, point to my gunshot, and then to Kevin and be like, too late.
Got him.
Yeah, she says, well, yeah, that was sort of regrettable, don't you think? So yeah, as like she said, she says, so yeah, we're gonna take you guys on a little ride to the Thresher and see if that makes you talk. How's that sound? And the guards that are behind each of you grab you forcibly by the arms and force you onto your feet, and all begin to move towards that hallway that Josh went down where he found the elevator. And they march you towards there. Now, during this period, do you try to do anything, or do you just go along with it?
I say, I'll tell you everything.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't say anything.
As you say, we'll tell you anything. She says, too late, and just keeps marching with you.
All right, fine. I won't tell you anything.
So real quick, I also want both of you to make a streetwise check,
All right.
which is a skill, but you might not have it.
I have it.
You do. Yes, you. Okay, yes. And it's D10 plus cool plus streetwise.
So just a D10 for me then?
It'll be D10 plus cool for you.
D10 plus cool. Okay.
So do I need to roll this too?
Yeah, you do roll it as well.
It'll just be a 10 for me.
Okay.
A 1 and a 2. That's... I have bad luck tonight.
Let's see.
Gotta get you some dice, John.
I know. Nope. I got 9 plus 7.
Okay, you're
Plus
already
plus
good.
3.
You're already good. John, once a couple years ago, when you were doing a job, where you
I had a job?
where you were tailing somebody, you were in a bar and you met a kind of couple of sketchy characters who told you a story about this place called the Thresher, and it sounded like bullshit to you at the time. It sounded like, just something that probably somebody made up to scare other people into not fucking with one of the corpse. But the rumor was that this was a place that Dynalar took people to make them disappear. The rumor was that, like, if somebody got taken to the Thresher, that was the end of them, one way or the other. You had no idea what it meant, and it sounded ambiguous enough that you didn't really give a shit. But now you've had this person tell you that's where you're going.
I look at Cole and go, "Don't worry, man. Be fine."
You say, "We'll be fine," or "be fine," like an order?
No, we'll be fine.
Okay, I heard just "be fine."
We'll be fine.
Don't worry, be fine.
Yeah.
You fine.
All right. So they march you guys towards the elevator, and as you get in, they all four of the guys that are there, they put a sack over each of your heads, like a burlap sack, so you can no longer really see anything. You can hear okay.
Am I
It's a little muffled.
handcuffed?
Yes, you are all handcuffed. Now back with Rory and the woman. You run through the med bay, passing a couple guards who, at this point, aren't quite ready for you. That radio message has not quite reached them yet. So they just kind of look at you like surprised, like they're not really sure if they should do something or not, but they don't stop you.
It's just people that work with them running.
And the woman turns to you and says, "All right, this is going to sound crazy, but we're going to need to jump." And reminder, you're still about 45 stories up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. She
Yeah.
tells me my headphones cut out for a little bit. She said we were going to have to jump.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at her and I look back for a second and I'm like, all right, you lead the way.
Okay, so you dodge and weave through, and it's mostly, the med bay is like, it's not like it's a hospital or anything. It's like a fairly lax thing. Aside from the couple guards that were kind of standing around in the lobby, it's just a bunch of automated sort of surgery tables for, generally used for applying cybernetic enhancements.
I will kind of grab her by the shoulder real quick and be like, should we be drawing attention to ourselves or should we walk?
So it's almost completely empty. There's almost no staff walking around.
Okay.
And your character knows that, but she goes, yeah, like, no, don't worry about it. Like, we're not going to be here long enough for them to stop us. And
Yes, ma'am.
she guides you a little bit, and then you kind of turn, and there's like just a corner office, unmarked, with a door, and she kind of swings it open really fast, and on the other side is a small office, and there is a window overlooking the street. And as you get to it, she reaches into her purse or bag or whatever you want to call it that she has slung over her shoulder and pulls out a very small crossbow. and fires it. And you watch as it flies and sticks into it literally shatters the glass, actually, of a window across the street of another kind of corporate building. And she basically just, without a word, jumps and grabs onto it and begins sort of maneuvering herself across it.
Oh, God.
And says, "Don't let go!" And just begins to do it. And it's not too far. Like, it's probably about 20 feet, which isn't nothing. But it's enough that it's like, you look at it and go, okay, I could probably do this. But looking down, also, like, the fall is fucking scary.
I don't have much of a choice, though, do I?
No, in fact, you hear behind you yelling and running as the guards, seemingly onto you now, begin coming towards you.
I will wipe any blood off of my hands as best as I can.
Okay.
And I will grab the rope and swing my legs out.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you start to climb. Now, this is going to be an athletics check.
I didn't think I was going to get away with that without having to roll it.
Yeah. And you don't have the athletic skill, I don't think? No. So this will be tricky.
So what do I add? Body?
In this case, it'll just be body.
That brings me to a grand total of 12.
Okay. That's enough that you're not going to fall to your death. But you are not going to go very quickly either. Mm-hmm. So, if you'll just give me a moment, actually, you get about halfway across when you hear that yelling getting closer and closer. And you hear the words, "There he is!" And a shot rings out from behind you. And this is where my dice roll comes in. 1 moment.
Oh, I'm already pretty hurt. I don't like this.
Well, it's a matter of whether it hits you or not first.
Yeah, I know.
And it does not.
Okay.
So that one's going to miss. So that first shot whizzes past you. And I'm going to say make another athletics check here.
10.
10 total? Okay.
Yep.
That's not great for you. So...
But what is it, just to hold on?
It's not to hold on. It's just, I'm just measuring your speed as you go, seeing whether or not they're going to get more shots off. And the answer is yes. So you are still pretty...
After that shot rings out, can I just take a quick glance to see what the situation is?
Oh, yeah, totally. You glance, and there are two guards side by side, both with their pistols aimed up at you.
Is she to the other side? What does it look like?
Yeah, she is. So, yeah, on the other side, she is already through the window and is like... being like, fucking come on, and like waving you on. But she's also she's also hiding. Like she's not exposed per se. Like she clearly doesn't want to be seen, and she's like cowering behind
they've only seen me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It would probably make more sense to just try to get my ass across than it would be to pull out my gun and shoot from hanging over a wire 45 stories in the air.
Probably.
So I'll do that.
Okay. Pretty badass if you pulled that off, though. All right, so you'll do that.
And continue rolling.
So make me another athletics. That was a 10. So you are going to.
They're gonna get more shots off.
Yeah, they're gonna get another shot off.
Yeah.
Okay. So why'd you just write no in the chat, Kelsey? You're killing me. Also, we should careful not to fill up that chat actually, because that's gonna screw up all the video stuff I have set up. That happened last time, and it ended up being bad. So okay, so that next one is going to probably hit you.
Depends on what it's aiming for. No, it probably will.
Yeah, okay. And you have 6 armor in your leg, which is
I do. Why couldn't it have hit anywhere else?
Gonna hit. And
I have so much more armor in the other places of my body.
I know. I just need to double check how much damage it'll actually do, because your body armor could cover it. That's the one thing. It'll hit you with a lot of force, but it might not damage you. I know why. I'm looking in the wrong folder on my computer. Good job, me. I can't wait to edit all this out of the episode. Okay, so All right. That is going to be a d6 roll. Oh, you're lucky. Okay. So your body armor and your body type modifier combined are going to cover the damage on that one. So you get shot in the leg, but it's not much of a wound. It's once again another kind of flesh wound situation to the point where you're not even sure if it pierces your armor, but it definitely hurts like hell and gives you a serious bruise.
Better than the arm, though, I guess.
Yeah. So you're okay. And now that a shot has been fired, the woman you're with, the gloves are off. She actually rounds the corner and takes a shot across the street towards them. And she misses the first one.
I kind of want to take a shot, but that seems like would it be...
If you choose to take a shot, you are going to stop moving. You've still got...
I'm what, like 3/4 of the way now?
You probably, yeah, I was going to say you've probably got another like 7 feet to go.
If I stop to take a shot, is it going to be like very, very hard for me to hold on? Like, would I know if I could hold on with one hand to a rope?
I'm going to say you don't feel confident about it because you so far have not been awesome at that.
Oh, well, I'm going to keep moving then.
Okay. Make me just one more athletics check.
Yeah.
As long as you don't crit fail it, we're good.
Well, we got pretty close. 9.
Okay.
Just keep going down.
Yeah.
All right.
I can
You
only go
do
one
a
more
pretty
farther down, so.
You do a pretty clumsy job, but you do manage to get to where the crossbow is stuck into this this room. You now see that it kind of like it was like a kind of a hook thing, right? Where like she shot it out, pulled on it a little bit, then it latched onto something. You see that what it latched onto was just the bottom of this sort of window frame, and like part of it's just hooked into this drywall.
Okay. It broke through both windows, like with one shot.
I guess I should have clarified that she opened the first window before.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. that's got it.
Yes.
Okay.
No. In my head, that happened. I just did not say that out loud. Yes. Okay. So that happens. But as you're going, one last shot is taken, and it kind of seems like it's aimed just at both of you. Like they don't even care who they hit at this point. So one last shot gets taken, and that's also going to be a miss. Just getting lots of low
Well, that's
rolls.
a hard shot to hit. I'll give the guards the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, they're going at 20 feet now, which is a little harder. And yeah, so they miss it, and the woman takes one more shot as well, and she actually is going to hit one of them here. And just let's see. Okay, so she kind of shoots one of them, and it just gets him in the chest, but it doesn't like kill him. It just knocks him back a little bit. You don't really get enough of a good look to see exactly what happens next, because as soon as you're through, she's grabbing your hand and trying to just like force you to keep sprinting throughout the rest of this building.
I'm with it. I'm going where she tells me.
So this floor you're on is like pretty much unlit. It's completely abandoned. You don't even know what company this is. But she just like sprints towards the nearest elevator, and as soon as you guys are both in, she just mashes the parking button. And the elevator begins to move. The parking garage, and the elevator begins to move. And back with everyone else now. You can no longer see anything, but you're brought up to a floor of some kind, and the elevator doors swing open with a ding. And as that happens, you feel a blast of cold air. And hear a really, really loud kind of whirring, and you all realize it's the sound of a chopper, and that you are feeling the kind of wind rushing at you from beneath its blades, and you're all shoved and pushed to walk forward. And
A miraculous save.
And assuming you guys aren't trying to resist in any way. Which I'm guessing you're not?
Oh, I am a little bit.
Well, what are you doing?
Just making it hard.
Making it hard.
For it to move.
Jostling about.
You're just being a pain in the ass?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
because I can't really get out, so...
The guard who is holding you, just very gruffly into your ear, is like, quit fucking around or I'm going to put you to sleep. You're not going to like that very much.
And I say, put me to sleep. Put me to sleep.
Say fuck you.
You say fuck you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. John, you are suddenly halted. And nobody else even realizes this is happening. Kelson, you continue being pushed towards the helicopter. You don't even notice what's going on with John. You can't hear anything anyone else is saying. John, you are halted, and you feel the guard who previously had his hand on your shoulder, his arm now wraps around your neck, and then you feel the cold of a needle enter your neck,
Oh, snap.
and then see and hear nothing. Cole and
This
the rest of the
backfired.
guys continue to be shepherded onto this chopper, where you are forcibly sat down, and about a minute later feel very uncomfortable as the vehicle begins to lift off and move away. And
Did I get thrown on the chopper with them?
you've no idea. Nobody knows. These guys can't see or hear you, and you're
Oh,
unconscious.
yeah, that's true. Maybe I got lucky and they just left.
Yeah, so the helicopter soars off away from Dynalar HQ, and Rory and the woman reach the parking garage. And
This wouldn't happen to be the parking garage where we met the girl for the past.
no, unfortunately, it would not.
I was just wondering. I don't really know why that would be pertinent, but
You jumping the
It's just this is just a garage that is below whatever corporate building this is. And
I'm assuming I hear a helicopter, but it doesn't mean much to me, and I'm running on adrenaline. Yeah.
yes, exactly. You have no
Okay.
idea. You don't make that connection. And you see that in the garage there is just a single car parked there, a kind of black featureless van. And
All
the
right.
woman pulls out a car keys, clicks it. You see the lights blink, and you hear the door unlock. And at a full sprint, she swings the door open, sits inside, turns on the ignition, and I'm gonna assume you're probably just going shotgun immediately and following her. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hop in and nice wheels, and then
Yeah, she
I'll just hop in the
says
front
that was not a good time, and puts the car into drive and peels out with a little screech with the top of the tires towards the road, and takes off towards the opposite end of the corporate zone.
all right. I'm gonna try to clean some of the blood off my face. There's not
Okay.
much I can do with the clothes. But
Okay,
I'll like just dab it or something while she's driving.
okay.
I
you
mean,
just-
Jabbing.
you
does
start
she
trying to.
does she seem interested in like talking or?
You can experiment with that.
I will just say
She's focused on the road for sure, but you could try
Yeah.
to say something.
I'll say like I'll like wait till we get out of the parking garage, go through a couple stoplights, and I'll be like, so when do I get to know what's going on?
She says, that depends. The more you know, the more danger you're going to be in, and you're already in heaps of danger. And the fact is, I don't really know that you can be much help to me. I'm sorry we brought you into this. This wasn't supposed to go down like this. But now that you're here, I think you're going to have to spend the rest of your life on the run. So am I, actually. But
Not to sound ungrateful, but if I'm not much of use to you, why bother saving me, and none of the rest of us?
because we're the good guys, she says. But we don't have the power to save everyone. We can't. We're small. They're a massive corporation. They've got hundreds of hired guns. Never mind the just immense amount of security. We're just a few people.
Again, not to sound ungrateful, but I don't think we get to decide that we're the good guys.
She says,
My
"Well, maybe
brother,
you
My
don't."
friends are dead because of you, directly because of whoever you work for, whatever organization you are.
She says, "No, they're dead because of Dynalar." See, this is how they work. They plant seeds. They try to turn everyone in the city against one another, so they never pay any attention to who's really pulling all the strings. Your friends are dead because a mega corporation decided that they were going to release a product to kill innocent people just for an extra little slice of profit, and happen to, employ employ a small army to guard their building. It shouldn't be legal, but it is.
I kind of just slam my hand against the dashboard and I say, "My friends are dead because you told us to go in there."
She says, I guess I can see how you could see it that way, but we've all lost people. I've lost everything because of these fuckers. So pardon me if you've got to make some new friends now, but like my whole family was killed by these pricks. I'm not going to stop at any cost.
My brother just was.
She kind of pauses for a moment and frowns and kind of shakes her head and she goes, "Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't listen. I think we got started on the wrong foot. I guess here. Okay, we need to stop at my boyfriend's house. That's where we're going right now. He'll maybe explain things to you. Maybe we can talk about finding a way to see if your friends are still alive somehow or something. I don't know. Like
I kind of just nod and I'm like, no, listen, I understand. I wouldn't be here relatively, and I kind of look myself up and down, relatively no worse for wear without you, and so I do thank you for that. But don't maybe hold off on the preaching until the dead have time to lie.
She says, yeah, and I'm sorry. Yeah, Mark says I do that a lot. Okay, like listen, let's just try to survive this drive, and we'll see about getting your friends back, I guess. But I can't make you any promises.
I don't say anything in response.
Okay.
I now have 3 guns too, right? I just want to make sure of that.
I guess so. Technically, you can't use. I mean, did you keep this? Did you keep the smart gun? Did you bring that with you?
I mean, I assumed it was holstered, so.
Okay, sure.
I guess.
I'll say you have that. It's like literally useless, but you have it.
I can sell it. Listen, that's what I do.
You can try. Yeah. Okay.
I'll sell it to Ricky or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Right. Ricky.
All right.
Get you a good deal.
If she doesn't have anything else to say, then
yeah, Cole.
I don't.
Cole, you being the only player who is here right now and conscious in the helicopter, I want you to make an awareness check.
All right.
Sorry.
Let's hope I have better luck. Okay, a 5. That's a little better, and then my awareness is 4, so 9.
You also will add your intelligence to that. So that's an 8. So that's going to be 17 total, which is good. You overhear a conversation between a couple of the guards kind of sitting. You're not really sure where you are in the helicopter, so you're not really quite sure. Like, you don't know if you're facing the front or the back or anything. But you hear a couple guys that sound a little far away say something along the lines of, Boss Lady told us to round all of them up, so we're supposed to meet them outside the Thresher and prepare 6. What do they say? They say prepare 6 holding cells. And
bitch.
That's it. You just hear that. And about 5 minutes later, the helicopter lands, and the engines shut off, and you are once again grabbed and brought inside somewhere. You hear a sliding door open as you go, and then everything is drowned out by the noise of machinery. And you can't hear anything anymore. And then you feel something pretty similar to John, actually. You walk for a few minutes, but then you too feel the cold jab of something into your neck. And you pass out, and all you can see is blackness.
Ha!
Yeah, what a sight.
And Rory, you and the woman are able to pass through the corporate checkpoint with a surprising lack of difficulty.
Not as hard to get out, huh?
No, it's not. All she does is throw you a extra shirt, and she just gets you to throw it over the top of the one you already had. She flashes an ID to the guard at the gate, and he passes you through. And you drive another 15 minutes or so, and pull up outside of a kind of shitty neighborhood. Like, it doesn't look awesome. A lot of the buildings are old and beat up.
Mm-hmm.
And she jams on the brakes when you stop. And it takes you a second, but you see why. Up ahead, about a block away, is a unmarked black van, not dissimilar to the one you're currently driving.
What's up?
And into the back of the van is being dragged a kicking and screaming figure. And you see, it's difficult in the darkness, but you see what looks like the kind of same uniform that the Dynalar security guys were wearing on the two people dragging this figure into the van.
Yeah. What is her reaction?
Nothing. If you try to say anything, she tells you to shut up, and she's just watching really, really intently, and she looks kind of horrified.
I will continue watching. I mean, do they just pack him up and take him?
Yeah, they throw him into the back, slam the door shut, and then
unmarked, right? Unmarked.
And then drive off. Totally unmarked. Totally unmarked. At this distance, you cannot make out the license plate. And they just take off into the night, and she is still for a second, then punches the dash really hard, and says, "Fucking shit, Mark. What did you do?" And that's where we'll drop off for this time.
Oh, Mark.
Not Mark.